Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Art, and if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Mabinogi G15, the Merchant of Venice. So, continuing on, leave it to fate. Talk to Bossino and Belvast. Bossino raised his fist in the air and shout, as Antonio stands silently and utterly defeated look on his face. What nonsense is this? Don't be such a fool. Even the ship of Port Cobb and Port Saint have sunk. There are still 4 ships left. Look, I admire this noble, responsible streaks you have. But sometimes you take it way too far. It's not your fault that Shylock's daughter died, Antonio. This is all on Vigorin. Just being a noble doesn't make you guilty. You are not wrong, Bossino, but whatever the occasion may be, I'm the one who let on about the necklace, and more than that. Bossino cuts off Antonio in a sharp voice. What do you mean more than that? Think for once, you found something that was lost. The right thing to do is to tell someone about it. And you were younger then, you could only do so much. When the owner went crazy about it being stolen, what could you have done about it? Stop beating yourself up over this. Bossino noticed you and pulls you over in front of Antonio. Good timing, Ursa. Let me ask you, if you see someone steal something from a girl, will you let the owner know about it? Or would you pretend that you didn't see anything? You see someone steal something from a girl, let the owner know? Antonio angrily shakes his head and cuts you off. Alright, that's enough, Bossino. I'm just going to leave it to fate to decide. If I must be punished for my sins like Shylock said, the remaining 4 ships will sink. If not, everyone will rise safely at Belvast. Look, what I'm trying to say is... In other disgust, Antonio throws up his hands and leaves. Don't forget, who cares what happened to that guy? Fine, I hope the rest of the ship sinks too. Go ahead and cut out your heart for Shylock. Bossino yells at Antonio as he walks away, but he doesn't seem to mean anything he says. Hey, I'm sorry I had to see that. Antonio has a good heart, but he feels responsible for everything. I mean... To be fair, it was kinda his fault. It's also kinda Shylock's fault too. But at that point, you should have known the context, really. What kind of person was Vigorin? I don't understand why he thinks it's his fault Shylock's daughter died. Who cares about 2 ships when he has 4 more? Bro. If you lost 2 ships back to back and you're not sure what happens, of course you will worry about the 4 of your other ship. That's your livelihood. You wouldn't understand because you're like... Well, I mean, you're like a poor bum right now. So if Shylock really set on gathering Antonio's heart, Antonio will give it to him without any resistance. Bossino put his hand in his head in his hand, clearly distressed. Marriage with Portia, it's not just about me anymore. It was all your fault to begin with! You asked for 30 fucking mil, you stupid piece of shit. This is all your fault. She would have been happy just having you, just being with you. That's it. You didn't have to give her anything. As long as it comes from the heart is what matters. But he has this whole prestige thing he wants to do. It's like, oh, I'm from royalty. Oh, I'm from noble. I have to show, act like it and show like I am from it by giving her something so amazing. Even for him, I must marry her. I really do love her, you know. Portia is different from other women. And I'm not talking about how her hair is so straight or how her skin is so fair. Something about her that I just can't describe the moment I hear her voice. No, even if I just catch a hint of her scent, I feel as if I have set foot in heaven itself. The fact that a woman like her, who embodies everything good and sweet in this world, loves me, such a weak and incompetent man, that's a miracle. Yeah, I failed at almost everything I ever attempted, but I still feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world. Her love can't be compared to any amount of gold. But with Antonio in peril now because of this? Bossino pulls at his hair in great frustration. Maybe. Actually, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He can solve the puzzle, marry her, ask her for help to pay off Bossino's debt. If marriage with Portia was just my problem, I would have solved her father's riddle fair and square. If I failed to solve it, then I will have become servant in her home, or a farmer in village just to be close to her. If it's just about me, then I could live with just being near her, just catching a glimpse of her. But this marriage with Portia is not just about... Bro, you just said that, make up your damn mind. Blazing eyes, Bossino grabs your shoulder. His hands are hot and his grips are firm. Please, sir, son, I know you are close with Portia. You know the answer to our father's riddle. Don't you tell me what the answer is. This isn't for me, but for Antonio's life. I mean, I was gonna tell you anyways, because she told me to tell you, but she stopped herself halfway. And perhaps Portia's happiness. Please, if I don't marry her, pay it back. Antonio will die, Shylock's hand, in desperation. Bossino shakes you vigorously. Now please tell me, the gold box, silver box, or lead box? The box has Portia's portrait inside, lead. Bossino kneels and kisses your hand. He then lifts his head and looks at you. Thank you, thank you. I'll never forget this. You are saving the lives of myself, Portia, and Antonio. I'm sure you have things to take care of, so I won't keep you. Don't forget to come to our wedding. Alright, back to Philia we go. Man, this is just a mess right now. Things are like snowballing so bad. My love, did you sleep well? Let me choose as I am. I cannot live with this burden. Waiting for Portia's response, Bossino gazed at Portia, his face flushed. A burden, Bossino. What troubles could distract you from your love? Portia answers in a lighthearted tone. As you enter the room, she sees you and nods in greeting. I am hidden in one of these. If you truly love me, you will find me. Come, Bossino, look at these 3 boxes and choose carefully. If the god of fate had bound me to someone else. Portia takes Bossino's hand and leads him to the box. While doing so, she gazes at you with yearning eyes. Then you will not find me. Please think carefully, Bossino. Bossino slowly examines the 3 boxes one by one. After some time, Bossino puts his hand on the gold box and speaks. Is our world so shallow that a hand of gold can still fool so many? Even in court, a vile and guilty criminal can hide behind a sweetly worded plea, hiding the true evil. In the church, a terrible sin can be covered with blessing and pageantry. Such beauty is purchased, not earned, and I will have none of it. Slowly yet surely, Bossino lifts his hands off the gold box. He continues as he approaches the silver box on the right. And I will have none of that, speaking of meager dealing between men's. Passing by the silver box, Bossino stops in front of the lead box. No, this simple box that threatens instead of promise. This moves me more than any gold or silver. I choose this box and pray for her happiness. Bossino places his hand on the lead box. Choose this one, Portia. Please let us open the box. Portia quietly hands the key to Bossino. It's a really beautiful portrait. Portrait of beautiful Portia's inside. In comparison to the subject, however, this picture is just an unsightly smudge. Aww. Portia, my darling Portia, will you take my hand in marriage? Of course. I wonder, does she only have... Wow, she's a lot shorter than I thought. I thought she was taller. Do you think she only has 30 mil? And then it's gonna be like Shylock and his wife. They're gonna live as humble people. These elves do not look happy. I was looking at both the elves. I was like, damn, they look like they're judging this man so harshly for being a human. Well, to be fair, they're all her friends, and all her friends were shit talking him. That she might as well just marry a giant at that point. His joy at the thought of marrying Portia and his worry for Antonio have mixed, giving Bossino an awkward expression. Thank you for all you have done for me, Portia, Ursa. But can you do just one more thing for Antonio's sake? Please, you are the only one I can trust with something like this. Except. Thank you, son. I knew I could trust you because of the depth. Antonio was stuck in Belvast. There's still time left into the deadline. But after 3 of his ships sank, Shylock requested that Antonio's be forbidden from leaving Belvast. Bossino bites his lower lips. If Antonio 3 remaining ship is in Port Quilla, were to arrive safely in Belfast, then the 30 million would be nothing. Those goods are worth 100 million gold easily, but if something happens again, Shylock really might take Tonio's heart. I want to return to Belvast right now, but I can't leave here while the wedding preparations are underway. Please go see Nika and Porkilla right away. Tonio asked Nika to protect his trade ship, but they might need your help. Please protect Antonio's trade ship along with Nika. Personal encryption show is so hard that it hurts. I leave this to you, Ursula. If Antonio's life is in your hand. Alright, which one's Nika? He said Porkilla. Oh. It's oh, you can walk over that. I don't know why I never tried that. Huh. Okay. Oh, this is Nika, the warrior seller. How do you launch a pet? Oh, okay, that's something else. We may be facing pirates in these wars, so get ready. Oh, and Efna is here because of the business with Antonio. You two can get along, right? You got guts, right? Don't let a few cutthroats scare you away. If you get nervous, just stick with me, right? Let's be off out of the ocean. It's been too long. Jesus, we're being attacked? I thought there was gonna be a cutscene, some time, but no, it's like right away. Man, you guys are messing with the wrong person. This isn't a roleplay. Easy. Oh, why is there sad music? Trade goods and all, and at this rate, Antonio can't believe there are things that can defy even a strong will. Oh, all his stuff was still stolen? How? We killed everyone. And his ship sank? Wow, this is really bad luck. They're still in good. They just sank the ship. Thanks to you, our ship survived, but the damage drove us back to Port Kilo. Nika lowers his head in shame. How can I force Bossino like this? What should I do? Enough for your back aching. I rescue Antonio one way or another. You just watch. I'll show you what I'm capable of. If the jabs her finger towards you. You got some pepper in you. I'm sure we're going to need you again. You help, right? Well, and I got a plan to rescue Antonio. I'll leave Bossino to you. Just sit there or sit tight for now. Damn, they're gonna break this man free. Did Shylock make a deal with the pirates just to sink his ship? You would assume the pirates would have still stolen it so they can make money off of it. Shylock frowns and strokes his leg. His frown twists into disquieting smile as you enter. Ah, welcome, Ursula. You heard, haven't you? Two of Antonio's remaining 3 ships have sunk, and the final ship was heavily damaged and returned to Port Kila. Antonio has missed the deadline. His heart is mine. Shylock places his right hand tense and shaking on your shoulder. I need your help one last time. You saw the contract between myself and Antonio. Please be a witness at the courthouse. testify that Antonio is not to be paid back the 30 million gold he borrowed from me within 3 months. His heart belonged to me. I know that I have shown you a dark side of me through this, but Ursula, please think of my poor family. They cannot rest until I have my revenge, please. I feel like this is... like he's blaming the wrong person. Like he shouldn't just kill someone for it. I will not. Upon hearing your words, Shylock laughs out loud. However, there isn't a happiness on his face. So you're on the side of the nobles. Very well then. I have made preparation in case you choose to take Antonio's side. Where you testify not, Antonio's heart is mine. Morrigan, the goddess of revenge, is on my side. In just a few days, Antonio's heart will be in my hands. How many years have passed since Jessica, my life, my light, and life, died at the hands of the nobles? On that day, my own life ended. I live only for revenge now, to put their souls at rest. I could do nothing against Vigorin, so Antonio's heart must suffice. Whatever the case may be, without you, Ursula, I wouldn't have been able to have this moment. Thank you for everything. Shylock gives you a deep bow and then is still... His restless eyes betrays his conflicting feeling. Man, your courthouse is terrible. It's just a room with a jail cell. Regardless of your contract with Antonio, we trust that you will show sympathy and mercy in the end. Admiral, I have told you my aim, and I swore to the gods that I would receive the amount shown. All you might wonder why I'm set upon taking a man's heart over 30 million gold. I have no objection. I can only say that it appeals to my sense of justice. That answer satisfy you, Admiral? Let me ask you, Antonio, does Shylock contract truly states if you do not pay the amount, that you must offer up your heart instead? If Shylock's cold heart could be melted my own, my heart could wash away his resentment, I'll gladly do so. All the words spoken by Shylock are true. Antonio. Then the verdict is clear. Based on testimony, the contract between Shylock and Antonio will legally be enforced. Shylock, will you be taking Antonio's heart as stated in the contract? If you had a change of heart, Shylock, if you wish to withdraw the contract, speak now. No, I want Antonio's heart. You double down. So be it. This court grants Antonio 3 days in which to put his personal affairs in order. After 3 days have passed, Shylock is permitted to take Antonio's heart, as legally stated in the contract. Look, this is between y'all. I'm taking no sides. Talk to Antonio in Belvast prison. Is it like in the center of the town? Oh no, it's in the courthouse. You can go in here? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yo, your prison sucks. It's in the court. What? Shylock, I'm sorry. I feel a great burden has been lifted from me. Don't make me laugh, Antonio. Do you think those words will make me forgive you like some blind, drooling idiot? No, never. Unless Jessica and Leah comes back to this life, there is no forgiveness for you. Shylock, I will never ask your forgiveness so idly. I only wish that my life could give you some peace. Shylock's hand starts to shake. Well, at least you realize how pointless asking for forgiveness is. I haven't forgotten, Antonio. The night I came to your house sobbing like a newborn while Jessica was shivering in fear in that cold cell when she was crying out because of you. Where were you, Antonio? Were you not settled in your warm house, feasting away on your meals and wine, laughing at your plight? I can't imagine you thinking those dirty commoners, thieves must be being to learn their lesson. Finally, Antonio looks up upon Shylock with pity. Everything is over now. With your life, my revenge is complete, Antonio. Those horrid long nights of swallowing my pain and rage can end. If I had more power, if I was smarter, my daughter wouldn't have died so miserably. But it's different now. I'm not the weak, ignorant commoner I used to be. You, the mighty noble from Maka, have kneeled at my feet. In my place like Belvast, social standing has little significance, Antonio. We have laws. We have fair laws that apply to nobles like you as much as the daughters of commoners like Jessica. And based on such law blessed by true justice, I will take your heart with my own hands. Antonio listens to Shylock, eyes closed, and then speaks in a quiet voice. Shylock, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. Think of my word as my final will of a dying man and cast aside your hatred for a moment. Shylock, I'm truly sorry about what happened to Jessica in Maka. I will not deny my responsibility in the matter. I had my reason for not stopping what happened, but what I said to set the event in motion, I will not deny it. My family surely had the power to prevent a tragedy. As a member of that family, I am at fault for not using our power. Saying that I was young back then, that is no excuse. It's true that I ignored you, you who begged and pleaded in front of our home on that fateful rainy night. Both hands, Antonio grabs his cell bars and looks straight in Shylock's eyes. If you want my life, you may take it. If you can bring peace to your heart using mine, I'll gladly give it to you. However, my death will not bring Jessica back. Ever since you left Maka, you have sustained yourself only on revenge and hatred. Revenge against me and hatred towards the noble. For surely you realize hatred only begets more hatred. Your heart will never find peace in the eyes of the storm of rage. Once the goddess of revenge was revered as a guardian of all humans, but she only brought upon us endless wars. A peace between humans and formers in Belfast would never have been possible following her guidance. Well, I can definitely tell you that is definitely true. I pray that your thirst for revenge will disappear with my life. Antonio. Silently, Shylock stares at Antonio, his face in twisted conflict. There is truth in much of what you say, much of it, save one thing. Jessica can't. Oh my god. Are you for real? Is this guy gonna do some stupid bullshit? And then it's gonna be. And then he's gonna be. Oh no! It's the consequences of my action. Oh god damn it. Thank you, Antonio. You're a fool. You're so desperate. With that, Shylock turns and limps out of the prison. So he's probably gonna use Antonio's heart to do it. Sorry for making you wait, Ursula. It's awful hot in here, isn't it? I thought all prisons were cold places, but today has been. I need to rest. Can I ask you one small favor? Sure. Thank you. Please deliver this letter to Boston. Tell him to forget about me and live happily with Portia. Antonio puts a bitter smile in his hands. You the letter. Get this letter to Boston before it's too late. I'm sorry, but I want to rest now. With a tired smile, Antonio waves at you, saying his final goodbye. Ghosts of the past. Oh, that's when they made the soul stream. Oh, I was. What's left? I didn't leave out anything. So this is the door, quote. We have to close it so no one can come over. Come on, we might go there every now and then. Absolutely not. We promise to only look at it. So, how boring. Can't you just let it slide like I do? What do you mean by let it slide like you do? You thought I didn't know? I know what you're trying to give up. It's not giving up. I'm trying to make a weak world stronger. Please don't. Watching you change scares me. Alright, so that means Morgan and Saikal are not really gods then, if that, because they came from another world, which means there's more of that race of people over there. So they're just uber strong, and that's why they're called gods, essentially. Because this doorway prevents, I'm assuming, the other of their race to come over. So if more was to come, then they'll also be gods. Well, I guess with that, we find out more. Maybe there's only those two. I doubt it, because there's Nahada, the sister girl. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.